What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons, and we're back with a follow-up video to a video that hit the like goal. That was my Daredevil video. Daredevil blindly rolling op packs did very well. I've owed you guys a follow-up for a long-ass time, and I'm going to bring it to you today. So, new code out. I'm going to drop it just because, you know, this video, the first part, got so many likes, and go see the first part if you haven't seen it yet. But I'm going to do 25 a video, code Shadowland, because Daredevil Goon 2, or Daredevil on Demon Timing, is about the Shadowland story arc where he literally became a demon. So if you like content like this, smash the like button. 500 likes for a part 3 to Daredevil. He's getting closer to the Goon Hall of Fame. And if you want to see your favorite character on this channel, or on my second channel, The Coffee Shop, where I'm dropping a bunch of battles this week, hit me up on Discord, and you can even use the discount code I provided at the beginning. But without further ado, I want to get into this Shadowland story. So here comes Daredevil Goon video, part 2. Let's begin. So let me give you some context behind this situation before we get into the Goon moments from this story, right? So Shadowland is basically a good deed gone wrong. Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, he's always wanted to protect Hell's Kitchen to the best of his ability. And the Hand is this international ninja organization that does hood rat shit all the time. They don't really have to, they just do that shit, honestly. I don't even really know why the Hand's such a... like, they just do shit. But anyways, there's at one point where the head of the Hand becomes open. And Daredevil is a candidate. Why? Because he's one of the best fighters ever. And he's a ninja with it, and he's beaten up plenty of them before, so they know how saucy he is, right? So he becomes a candidate, and to everybody's surprise, he accepts. Honestly, you can call this the first Goon moment too, because Daredevil's literally bold enough to think he can take over the Hand and completely control it and restructure it to the way he wants it to be ran. So when he takes over the Hand, he actually gets infected with this spiritual conflict caused by a section of the Hand that are basically shamans or mystics. And their goal is to lure Daredevil to the dark side, to his breaking point, and allow the demon or the beast that they spiritually implanted in him to awaken and overtake his soul. Basically, they're trying to get him to become a demon. So Daredevil, you know, he's taking over the Hand. He's trying to do his best because he's constantly thinking about protecting Hell's Kitchen. He low-key trips about Hell's Kitchen more than Batman trips about Gotham. If you really read like the stories, Daredevil, that's his heart and soul, and they talk about it a lot in this run. But getting back to this spirit thing inside of him is eating away at his soul, and he gets into conflict with Bullseye again. This is a massive Goon moment because if y'all don't know, Bullseye is one of the biggest trolls in comics. If you're an op to Bullseye, he's either tried to kill someone in your family before, disrespected dead homies, or tried to t-shirt you countless times. Like, no in-betweens. Like, bottom line, you gotta hate Bullseye. If you beef with him, you gotta hate him. And so Daredevil, Bullseye get into it, and at this point, we see Daredevil take it too far and accept the full demon timing. He puts Bullseye on a t-shirt. That's right. To the surprise of everyone, Daredevil catches a body and kills Bullseye. The reason this is crazy is because Daredevil has always been built around the principle of not killing. Matt Murdock is deeply involved in his faith and believes killing is wrong. So that's a big part of his character. And he crossed the line here and straight up put Bullseye on a t-shirt, which is wild. This is what leads to the full exposure to demon timing. And one of the massive, like one of the biggest Goon moments you'll see, Daredevil at this point, he's battling the demon inside him, but he's not winning, right? He's like, at this point, he's doing hood rat shit. And he literally takes part of Hell's Kitchen. That's right. What I mean by this is, he quite literally takes blocks and sections them off, and with the help of the ninja from the Hand that he believe are there to help him, which they aren't, they're actually there under the guise by those shaman back home. he is building a compound, a massive like area of his, and it's called Shadowland. And in this Shadowland, his justice is supreme. Now, in order to take this land, that's crazy because first of all, the cops don't know what to do. They're like, oh my god, do we rush in with the SWAT? Like, what do we do? They're horrified of the Hand because the Hand are obviously above typical cops. Like, it's a bad idea to engage each other. So this is a horrible situation for everybody, as Daredevil at this point literally becomes like a dictator in Hell's Kitchen, as this demon inside him is going crazy. So we see a perfect example of how Daredevil made sure people understood the law and the justice system in his turf, right? This system means him showing up and beating the shit out of you with his homies. So we saw someone do a hood rat shit, and it was a thief, and Daredevil and some Hand ninjas drop down and start absolutely butchering these people. Hang them up and tape, like while they're all battered and bloody, tape thieves to them. And I was like, oh my god, way to scare the block. Like, I'd be horrified to go outside at that point. Like, imagine jaywalking and like one of the Hand ninjas just show up and roundhouse kick you in the fucking temple. Like, oh my god. Not trying to go through all that. I'm avoiding the life alert, gang. So I would definitely stay inside. So yeah, it's getting wicked in Hell's Kitchen in Shadowland at this point. Now, this demon timing Daredevil is being also encouraged by White Tiger, who was sent there by the mystics from the Hand to like encourage the demon inside of Daredevil. So he's going crazy at this point. He's even teaming up with the bad guys. Like Typhoid Mary's crazy ass shows up. If you don't know who Typhoid Mary is, she literally Bill Cosby'd Deadpool one time. Took his cheeks. It was horrible. He like cried in the shower about it. It was awful. So she's crazy. But she actually is clinically crazy. So both the bitch is crazy and clinically crazy. All right, she's got a bit of all the crazies in her bag. All right, it's horrible. W's in the chat for the Typhoid Mary fans because the bitch is crazy and I love her character for it. She shows up and she's like, yo, Daredevil, I'd like to hang out with you. And he's like, why would you like to hang out with me? And she's like, because you're doing crazy shit and you know I'm crazy and I'm down to ride with you. Because I see you're literally like folding ops. It's horrible out here. So I'd love to participate with you. And he was like, all right, fair enough. And everyone's like, damn. He's literally confident enough that like Typhoid Mary can hang around him and she'll be in check because of like how real he is. Like he could beat her ass. So that's pretty goony. So moving on from here, we get to the point that Tarantula, this like B-list superhero, shows up, right? And he's like, yo, Daredevil, this shit's crazy. Daredevil's like, why are you tripping? And Tarantula's like, dude, you're teaming up with people like Typhoid Mary. That's ridiculous. Like, the fact you're going with villains and just hanging out. And he's like, yo. And keep in mind, he's sitting on his throne looking cold as shit. He's like, yo, keep in mind, it's better the devils you know. And Tarantula's like, dude, I'm not going for those fancy catchphrases. Like, stop teaming up with psycho bitches. Like, the streets are crazy. And Daredevil gets down, and he snaps, right? He's like, first of all, don't raise your tone to me. You're a B-list superhero. Like, look at you. You look like a ripoff of every other street tier in Marvel. And he grabs Tarantula, and he's like, yo, go out to the streets that you say are so crazy and remind them who their lord is. And he just tosses him away and absolutely thugs Tarantula. Shout out to Daredevil for reminding B-listers to stay in their place. So the story goes on from here with things getting hectic because Foggy, who's one of Daredevil's best friends, is in danger of dying, trying to rescue his best friend and his soul because he knows Daredevil's clearly possessed because he's wilding. There's at one point, and this is where I had a problem with the story, and in the live chat, let's start discussing it because I'll be in the live chat when you see this. What do you think about the part where, like, it's real vague how it ends with Shadowland and how it ends with the demon inside of him, right? Like, we see Foggy get dragged by a white tiger to Daredevil where he's on his throne. And we see, like, a bunch of dead hand ninjas. We see what looks like a dead and hanging Ghost Rider, a downed Elektra, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist, and Spider-Man. You can't tell if they're dead, but it's like implied he put all of them down and he was about to kill Foggy. And then it just switches to like, oh, we don't really know what happened to them. Apparently he abandoned the fortress and dipped, and Foggy's perfectly healthy. It's also kind of implied, I think, by Kingpin that people were fooled by Snake Root, which like makes you hallucinate, I think. So that's quite possible as well. Let me know in the comment section in the live chat what you thought of the ending of Shadowland, because like the concept was a 10, like a 20 out of 10. Like the concept's amazing, and in the end the demon does get out of him. People like Iron Fist, Luke Cage. Iron Fist had knowledge on the demon because of the Iron Fist book. And Elektra were able to find out how to help him and try to save him, but he abandons Hell Kitchen. He's like, dude, damn that. I tried to save the city and it cost me my soul. At this point, I think I'm going to burn because I was a murderer. So he's like, I need to dip and figure shit out. Crazy story, but yeah, didn't really like the ending because it was kind of vague on how, like, that went and if he actually fought all those characters. Let me know if it was Snake Root, because it did have the green like Snake Root. Maybe I was tripping, but I did read it a few times just to make sure. But anyways, guys, that's it for Daredevil on Demon Timing. He was apparently able to scale above Ghost Rider, Iron Fist, and all them if he did fight them. We did get a cool Black Panther moment, by the way, because he showed up and was beating the shit out of people, and they're like, oh, Daredevil's back. And then Luke Cage and Iron Fist saw it wasn't Daredevil. Black Panther looks down at them and he's like, yo, I'm here. And they're like, yo, this isn't your fucking neighborhood. Why are you here? And he's just like, it is now. Tell everybody. And he dips and he's just there beating the shit out of people that are trying to be crazy. And so we get the last couple moments for Daredevil in this. And smash the like button if you haven't already as we near the end. And this is straight W's. So, first of all, I want to talk about the fact that Daredevil, even when he failed, was such a goon that he saved the city. His impact was stated at the end to, like, help shape the city, and it helped save the city. And this is kind of crazy because, like, he damn near burned it down with Shadowland. But still, for example, it used to be, like, gang-infested areas and places shutting down when you went around the corner, but now when you go around the corner, something's opening up. That's how he helped save the city. Another one was, this was crazy, like, the cops showed up to this one cop that had an arrest warrant for Daredevil, and they're like, yo, it's best if you put that away and don't arrest our boy Daredevil. And the dude's like, yo, I can't allow that. You know that shit's foul. Like, I can't just throw away arrest warrants. Y'all can't make excuses for people. And the cops are like, yo, let us help you understand. My boy got shot on duty. I got my ribs broken. He saved us. This other dude's like, dude, there was this guy that was about to kill me. Daredevil hopped in and saved me. They all gave a bunch of crazy ass stories about wild shit Daredevil did to turn up. And they're like, bro, we're not arresting somebody that put on for the city. Like, that boy was too clean, helped us too much, one of the biggest goons we ever met. Like, we have too much respect. He did too much good shit for us to take him down. Like, just consider us out of this. Like, that's crazy. And the cops were not willing to follow the warrant because of how much respect they had for the hustle of Daredevil. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you love videos like this, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Join my Discord. It's free as well. And check out the coffee shop where I'll be posting several battles and scaling videos and all that. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.